This is the Great Legend, and I am coming at you live tonight with the Great Legend Show, and the date, January 11th, 2017. Fans, it is great to be live here tonight on the Great Legend Show. I'm going to be showing you off some of the books I've been reading, some of the back issues, talk about books that came out today that I have not read yet, but I'll let you know what they are, and just all kinds of good stuff. I've got a couple of packages to show, including a package that I won off my very own Legends Live auction. I got it from none other than Big Bear Comics, and I'll be talking about that, showing that off, and just enjoying a little time live with all of you at home watching right now. So, let's go ahead and check the chat, see what's going on real quick. I want to make sure that everyone can hear me, so I'm going to be going over to my watch page just to make sure everything is feeling fine and sounding good, because this is an impromptu live show with your host, the Great Legend, coming at you live, just like I always do. So let's see what we got. We got some people watching right now. Do we got any audio? Let's listen.
Home, car,
I gotta watch a commercial.
life insurance, obviously.
That's great. Watching a commercial on my own show. There we go. Feeling fine and all right, good. So it works. Had to watch me a quick little commercial. So I want to give a big shout out to the CFG channel. CFG channel, what's up, man? I'm doing good. The Legends here. I'm gonna show you some cool stuff. A little quick video, I don't know, show you what's going on. Before I get started, let's talk about a couple of the books that I'll be getting most likely on Saturday, because mycomicshop.com, they usually get me my books on Saturday. So I read a lot of stuff digital for, say, the Friday Night Blaster Stash It show. But this week, I should be getting Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. That's one. And I'll be getting all new Superman. I believe it's issue 7, if I'm not mistaken. Not totally sure, but I think it's issue 7. I'm totally digging the all new Superman with Keenan Kong, however you want to say it. Yao Ming, Ming Yao, whatever. Jet Li, Lee Jet. It's all good. Big shout out to Evan Jalone in the chat room, aka Evan. Made it to the Great Legends show. And you know, I couldn't find no off-airs tonight. Sometimes people like getting in them off-airs. Some off-airs are the place to be in the YouTube comic book community. Sometimes people get pissed. They don't make it to the off-airs. That's okay, too. If that's the case, what do you do? Okay, you can't make it to an off-air, right? So you're like, oh my God, no one's inviting me to any off-airs. Well, you know, luckily, it's called the comic book community for a reason. Say, you can't meet up with the community, right? But you can meet up with the comics. So, what I did last night, I didn't do much community action, but I read some books, and I'll show you the ones that I read right here. I started reading the Prelude to Blackest Night, and this is Green Lantern 39, and it's we yawn a little bit on the show, and that's always good. We got Agent Orange here, Larfleeze. In this, we got to see some Larfleeze origin story, and the origin goes even further as he's battling it out with Hal Jordan right there. Now, Hal Jordan, you don't see it in this artwork here, but the alternate covers to these cover A's are pretty cool, because there's one cover where Hal Jordan has, of course, the green ring on and the blue ring on, the blue ring of hope that he got from, what is that brother's name? I can't remember, the Blue Lantern guy. But that's issue 41. I finished that one last night. There's another part that I was just getting too tired. I couldn't stay awake in. But these are real good stories. This is from my favorite volume so far of Green Lantern. You know, you had your classic Gil Kane and John Broome stories, you know, that Silver Age, which was really good. Hal Jordan stuff. A lot of you, maybe like Evan, like the Golden Age, like the Alan Scott stuff, more Golden Age. But man, after the, showcase issues and then that Hal Jordan Green Lantern, then there was another volume of Green Lantern, which I didn't really like. It was when, at the end of the volume, it was Parallax. He got the whiteness hair. I didn't really like that, but when Jeff Johns took over this, Jeff Johns made Green Lantern great again, and this is issue 39. So I've been reading. I got the whole volume of this, so I've been reading them. From number one. I finished the Secret Origin storyline, which was kind of like a Year Zero or a more like like a Batman 0 year, or you go back and see how it all kind of began. Um, origin type stuff. The rise of the Red Lanterns, or the raid, the first Red Lanterns storyline. Now we're up to this. After this storyline, it kind of leads on into the Blackest Night. So definitely digging this action right here. It's very good. And Larfleeze is one of my favorite characters. In this story, though, the Guardians, this is kind of around the point where the Lanterns start finding out that there's other colors in the spectrum besides, green and yellow. And of course, they found out there was red, but each time they're finding out that there's more colors. So the blue is something they found out of Hope, and they're trying to get the ring is stuck on Hal Jordan's hand. And what's happening is the ring keeps asking Hal Jordan, "What do you hope for?" And anytime you're around a blue lantern ring, the green power of will, the your ring goes to 100%, but it goes above 100%. It like overcharges the ring of will because hope and will work very well together. So, they find Larfleeze. The Guardians are rewriting the Book of Oa, changing the rules on the fly because they know Sinestro has told them, and they've heard that the Blackest Night is coming. So, what's cool about it is everything is leading up to this huge event. It's a masterpiece event, man. I haven't even read the Blackest Night, but if it's like what it is in this whole Jeff Johns series, it's going to be nothing short of amazing. You'll get to see the Black Hand. You'll get to see a lot of cool characters that I've only heard and read about. Because I've read sporadic Green Lantern, the Rebirth. I've read all the Rebirth. I haven't read any New 52 because I wanted to start with the pre-New 52, which is this. This was May 09. This is issue 40, but I think Jeff Johns took over about 2005 or 2006. But very good stories, beautiful art. I think this is some Philip Tan on their artwork on some of these. Yeah, Philip Tan. But just damn good stuff. One scene in here, if you haven't read this, cover your ears. But Larfleeze, they actually are enabling the other lanterns to go here to where Larfleeze is, because the controllers, which they used to work with the Guardians years ago, you get all this origin stuff in here. The origins of all the spectrum, the light spectrum, Jeff Johns' baby, pretty much. This is what made Jeff Johns what he is, I believe, in the DC, in the DC publishing, whatever, of today's times. This kind of stuff, was just amazing. But Hal Jordan, remember, he's got that blue ring on. He can't get the damn blue ring off because to get that ring off, you got to use all of its power. But he doesn't, he's not hoping for anything. It's just not coming to him, which kind of sucks. But Larfleeze wants that blue ring as well. So at the end of this issue in 41, it shows Larfleeze, constructing like some sort of axe or something. And he just like chops off the arm of Hal Jordan because he wants that blue ring. Now I don't know what's going to happen. I was falling asleep last night. I didn't get to 42, and I'll probably go back in here and make sure I didn't miss out anything. But man, it's an amazing storyline. If you don't have these single issues, I highly recommend going to your library, getting the trade paperback. I think it's just called Agent Orange or something like that. But Definitely a good read. Um, if you're a Green Lantern fan, work on this run, this volume of Green Lantern by Jeff Johns. You'll be glad you did. It's just amazing. It's an amazing work of art. And when I say art, I mean the writing. I mean like Renaissance shit, man. You got to get up on this. I don't know what else there is to say. But let me check the chat real quick, see what's going on, see what kind of viewers we got going on. We do got 8 viewers. Thank y'all so much for sticking with the legend. A little late night tonight, just like I said, just feeling like doing a little live show here and there, kind of going old school, letting you know about some of the stuff that I have been reading. Another thing I've been reading, and I don't know if I've talked about this in a previous live show or anything like that, or a Great Legend show. I've been reading The Countdown to Infinite Crisis, which was a great story. It was very Ted Cord, Blue Beetle heavy in this story, and he was doing some investigating. It kind of reminded me of Rorschach from Watchmen. He was finding out a lot of stuff that he shouldn't have been finding out about, like some things that shouldn't have been going on. By Maxwell Lord is one of them that was in there, pulling some stuff. There was the OMAC, One Man Army Corps, the big robots coming down from the sky, and you know, Maxwell Lord has all the in the castle, they call it the castle, but he has all the real deal information on all the Justice League, their real names, their powers, their affiliations, all this stuff that this guy has. And Blue Beetle, with a little help from Booster Gold, they, he finds out what's going on. And at the very end of the issue, spoiler alert again, Maxwell Lord has the power to control your mind and do stuff you don't want it to do. So Blue Beetle gets killed at the end of it. So, that leads, there's 4, miniseries that you could get and trade as well. But they all kind of go into the Infinite Crisis. Like, there's a really good one I started reading, but this was another night I was falling asleep. Usually I read in bed and stuff like that, but it was about Madame Xanadu, Dead Man, all the magical realm, DC, Madame Xanadu, Dr. Fate, the Spectre, really Spectre heavy, Shazam the Wizard, Mary Watson, Freddy, Captain Marvel, Shazam himself, Captain Marvel, when they still called him Captain Marvel, pre-New 52. There's one about the All-Seeing Eye, the OMAC stuff. There's one about, there's like 4 of them, and then there's the Infinite Crisis, which is, of course, is the sequel to Crisis on Infinite Earths that, I think it was Wolfman and Perez. I know it was Perez on the artwork, but see, I've never read that story. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find them on digital or get it from the library, but I want to read the Crisis on Infinite Earths first. I want to read that first before I read this Infinite Crisis, because this middle storyline, which I think was... I don't want to go blank. Yeah, it's Jeff Johns as well. I mean, dude, he was all over the place. So Jeff Johns, Jim Lee on the cover art, and George Perez on the cover art of Cover B's. I want to read, and it's also Jaime Reyes, a little Jaime Reyes heavy, because he becomes the new Blue Beetle because Ted Cord died in the Countdown to Infinite Crisis. It was like a $1 80-page special, which I read at digital, but I want to find that book if I can. Just to have kind of in my Infinite Crisis collection here. But yeah, man, just excellent storytelling. Like I said, it's really hard for Jeff Johns to really screw up anything. I mean, just freaking amazing. So I've been reading a lot of back issues and stuff like that. But like I said, I want to definitely read that Crisis on Infinite Earths first before I do this second one. And then I think there's even another Crisis thing as well. But let me check the comments real quick. So that's kind of some of the stuff I've been reading. So Evan, he's still here. Evan, I'm sure one will pop up tonight. Man, I hope so. It's always good to do some off airs. The Doom 143, who him and Alex, the Comic Order, have a 400 subscriber joint contest going on right now that you can sign up for and do a video for and get in on some of those awesome prizes. So it's Doom, the Doom 143, THEDOOM 143, all one word. It's all connected. The Doom 143. You find his channel, you're going to find some key issues. Actually, you're going to find a big Holy Grails there as well. I'm talking AF-15. He got his Silver Age Holy Grail, Amazing Fantasy number 15. First appearance of Spider-Man, Stan Lee story, Jack Kirby cover, Ditko interiors. I mean, you can't go wrong with that, man. Very good, very awesome. So check him and Alex the Comic Warrior out as well, who just went over 400 subscribers, which is an amazing feat because they're both pretty new to the. I almost said they both pretty new to the DCU, but no, they're both pretty new to the comic book community. So definitely check those guys out. Next up, we got Count Monstrange. He just had another epic haul today. I didn't finish watching it, Count, but he's always got some really cool stuff to show. He's got some pretty sick Predators. I mean, he's got some Predator figures, look really good. They rival some of the likes of the Todd McFarlane stuff. I don't know who does those figures, Count, but they're damn good. He's getting his drone in repair because he crashed it into something. So he's coming back with the drone videos, man. He's got it going on. Huge Walking Dead, huge horror fan. It's always good to see him. Space Boy Jordan, I just watched a little bit of his action tonight, man. He's got some sweet books he was showing on his show, so definitely check out Space Boy Jordan. He wishes everyone a happy Wednesday because, you know, everyone knows today new comic book day dropped and there was a lot to see. There was one famous book that came out called the something with God in it. I don't even remember, but it's supposed to be an image book by the guy that did the paybacks or the get backs. I don't know, something like that. I don't know, man. There's so many new things coming out. I don't know what's good, what's not, but it is an image title, and you know, a lot of the image number ones, they're great just to buy. You know, maybe they will suck, maybe they'll be great. You know, but at least if you got number one, you know, you can always trade it down the line and buy some good shit like Saga and East of West or any other good title. So get up on your new number ones. That's something. Dave, he's in the chat. Huey's Comic Hideout. He always tries out some number ones to see if they're any good. You know, so and then you know what he'll do is, and what we do is we blast it or stash it on Friday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. Cheap plug. Go see Blaster Stash. Great show on Friday nights. And also the 2016 CBA's Comic Book Awards in the comic book community for Best Live Ensemble. Man, need I say more? Let's go over the 5. You want them? I got them. We got Dave, Huey's Comic Hideout. We got Mike, Spectacular Spider Grandpa. We got Midwest Comic Man, a.k.a. Paul. Don't forget about his cleaning and pressing service. GoFundMe page. We got Jeremy, Trinity's Comics, man, with Trinity Superhero Cinema, who goes over the movies. Mike's got Shut Your Funko Mouth, which I'm going to show some Funkos tonight. And, man, it's just a great show, great camaraderie. So if you want to see 5 guys, and not the restaurant, but if you want to see 5 guys talk about comic books, talk about Funkos, talk about movies, TV shows, anything and everything in pop culture, you need to come over and subscribe to the Blast It or Stash It page, man. It's awesome. And then we also got a Facebook page that you can look up as well. Very good stuff. I could go for some Popeye cartoons right about now. Well, you're in luck because I'm going to show a Popeye book, or at least I hope so. Crash littering the biggest building in town. Yeah, you was telling us about that, man. You crashed into the biggest building in town, dude. Huey has a lot of snow going on up in Oregon, and he said he wasn't able to get his books today. I mean, if it snows, you know, he said earlier today that it shuts the whole town down, and it's hard for him to get his books. And look at this guy. He comes in. Look at this. I mean, is this a troll? I don't know what's going on. This guy named Trilogy's Comic Corner. You know what I'm going to do? Should I put him on timeout? I don't know. I like him too much. But he said, what's he saying here? It's Gray Bush. What's up, man? Hey, man. Come on, man. It's uncalled. And we have Kingdom Comics in the house saying, what's up, folks? God's Country. That's the name of the book. God's Country. So I definitely need to read this God's Country this week. He says it's not bad at all. So definitely something to look out for. I know the team behind it's done those Dark Horse books. and they know what's going on. So what I'm going to do now, thank y'all again so much for showing up. I hope those with some shout outs that suffice everyone's wants, everyone's needs. Like, yeah, Trilogy, man, he's awesome. He's been doing a lot of gaming, taking some time off from the comic books lately, but he still gets them every now and then, I believe. Tonight, I want to show y'all some more cheap plugs real quick. Let me show you this. I got to get my prices right on here. There we go. All right, so what I have in this envelope here, this is going to our good friend, Mr. Gretzky, 9966. He's getting a package. He bought this. What these are a pack of 50 Mylars. These are the big ones right here. These are the ones that you use for your graded books. You know, the companies give you those cloudy bags. You know, CGC will put your graded book in a real shitty, cloudy, flimsy bag. Why do that when you could put it in a beautiful Mylar bag right here? A lot of the Mylar graded bags you'll see on eBay and the like are 1.6 mil. Little on the thin side, and they can easily crack around the corners. You don't want that to happen. You want to go 2 mil or thicker. Now, I go 2 mil. It's easier to fold the flap at the top, but then on the back, I always use just 2 Scotch tape pieces, and I like that. Now, this book here, if you can see real close, I'm going to be sending this back to CGC to get reholdered because it kind of like goes down where it's crooked. It's not in there centered, which kind of sucks. So I'm going to get that re-slabbed. That's All New Superman, a cover B 9.8. Like I said, love All New Superman. I mean, it's one of the hottest books, and I voted that for my Stashy Award for Comic of the Year. Freaking tremendous. Great story, innovative, funny, excellent. Trilogy said 4 more days, he'll be back into some comics. The CFG channel, the books you shipped me are awesome. You sold me to start getting Mylights and fullbacks. I remember CFG. I shipped those things in Mylar, and man, you bust that Mylar out. I don't know, man. It's like them damn dudes opening up that Ark of the Covenant at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark. They open that shit up, man, their faces just start melting because that Mylar's fucking burning them alive, man. It looks really good. It looks that good. What I'm going to do right now, so I've told you a little bit about what I've been reading and what I plan to read. And I want to, it's hard, you know, when you're doing, you know, I read the new books for Blaster Stash It a lot of times because I want to say those reviews for the Friday night show. But a lot of the back issues, I'll just kind of read when I can. And I was on a kick last night of reading that. Night before was Countdown Infinite Crisis, and then I kind of cheated and read some of the other trades before that. But I want to get a gist of more of the Infinite Crisis stuff before I actually start reading the middle deal. So I want to read that, whatever it was called. I just said it earlier, the Perez stuff, the original, the Crisis on Infinite Earths. I want to read that and do that because I think that'll be the best way to do it, you know. So, what else? Let's see. Let me see. So what I'm going to be doing, I want to show you some of the things that I got recently. Okay? Oh yeah, and Space Boy Jordan, once you go Mylar, you never go back. And that's the damn truth. Alright, let me show you some packages here. I want to show you first a comic book. Now some of this in this package is some packaging supplies, which are always good to have. Alright, so got a package from Big Bear. Big Bear Comics. William Thorne, all you missed, my friend, was me reviewing some of the books I've been reading lately. A lot of the back issues I've been reading. Gore Vidal in the house. Good evening to you. Enjoyed Infinite Crisis and, of course, the original Crisis from the 80s. And that's what I want to read. And I have not read Universe X or Paradise X. Now, is Universe X and Paradise X, are those from DC Are they kind of related to the crisis stuff? Let me know. Because, I'm trying to, I need, I want to enhance my knowledge. Not really. Because what is knowledge, honestly? To show off in front of people that you know some stuff? No, I just want to read it to be entertained and find out kind of what happened. A little dig at knowledge, though. Knowledge is good. I mean, it's cool to tell other people about it, but that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is reading the stuff for yourself and enjoying the stuff you like to read. That's great stuff, and that's what I like to do. And I've been doing a lot of that lately. Like I said, laying in bed reading some comics. All right, with Big Bear, he always packages very nice. You always get a Gemini collectibles, pretty much. I think that, yep. Gemini collectibles comic supplies. So you get a good, nice cardboard comic mailer, and you got the 8.5 by 11 chipboard in here that he tapes the comics to. Let me get back on my camera real quick. Let's see what we got in here. I don't have my knife on me, so I'm just going to kind of peel the tape away and hopefully not bend too many comics. These are going to be some very fun reads in here. And Big Bear always sends some extra books. So let's see what Big Bear's got in here. Whenever you order from Big Bear, especially on Legends Live Auction, which is every first and every third Saturday night of the month, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 Central, you can find the next one on January 21st here on the Great Legend Show Live, youtube.com/rdowdy95, where the legend always comes at you live. Nice little chipboard there. We'll put that, it's always good to save your packaging materials so you can ship off some great stuff. Maybe ship off some AOKs, to some lucky person out there in the comic book community. Oh. Oh, fuck. Man, I'm almost getting a little teary-eyed right now. That's fucked up. You don't ever want to get teary-eyed on a when you go live, but Big Bear. Goddamn Big Bear. Oh, man, you're one in a million, man. All right, so Big Bear, man. I'm going to have to rename this video to thank God for a guy like Big Bear. I don't know what I'm going to do. I got to give some shout outs, man. Big Bear, man. Big Bear Comics. All right, first off, okay. Big Bear, he's just a real special guy. He comes to Legends Live Auction. I met him a long time ago, back in the old WLC days. And I started watching because I was, for one, I was actually on one of these WLC live auctions. I didn't sell anything because a lot of that crowd didn't know who I was. Surprisingly enough, no. But they didn't really know who I was, and that's okay. I mean, man, oh man, this is good stuff. I'm looking at this and I was like, okay, I think I know what I'm going to read tonight. Honestly, but I do want to read 2 issues before this issue. It's amazing. Oh man, because this is okay. All right, let me get back to the thing. So I met Big Bear, and then I started getting to know Big Bear. And then when I had my Legends Live auction, or my auction show, Big Bear took interest, and I took interest in him because out of all the live auctions, he sold on all of our live auctions, whether it be the WLC, Comic Noob and Simplify, my live auction. Just he knows what he's doing. He has a huge eBay store. He'll take great care of you. Special shipping discounts when you buy up to 12 comics. You save on shipping. If you go to his channel, and I will, after this video is done, I will put a link to his channel in the video description, and I'll be tagging the crap out of him in this video because This is amazing, and I don't want to go too long in the show. I've probably already been talking too much, but definitely check out Big Bear. So anyway, what Big Bear does, and it kind of gets me that he does this because I don't want to buy anything, but like he shows this stuff, and he shows it just for me. And here's the thing, I don't want to buy anything, but here's the thing though, Big Bear gives the best price on this, and I don't even remember what I paid for this, but I'm glad I have it. It's a beautiful book. It's number 86 in the Popeye series. Check that out. He got this out of one of those 3-packs back in the day, and it was pretty much just 9.0, man. Just could be even a 9.4. Honestly, I could probably get a 9.4 off this if I send it into CGC or CBCS. They probably hook me up. CGC, I know they would hook me up with a 9.4 on this. But I mean, that's the thing. I love these books. I don't. Now that's not ever to say I'm not going to get Popeye books submitted, because I do have some that are from the 4-color series. I do submit those. But this right here is going to go in my Popeye box for reading. And I'm already getting IDW and Yo Books does the reprints of these books here. So when IDW and Yo Books gets up to number 86, I'll buy their number 86 and then compare it with this number 86, because this one is the original right here. Freaking original. It's 12 cents on there. Got to be something in the Silver Age. Let me look at the date, because I always get always like looking in my books. And Maverick Freelance is here. It's always good to see Mav in the chat. Wow, this is a beautiful book. I want to be careful when I read this one. Oh, that's great artwork. 1967. So awesome history. I'm going to show you something. We talked about this on Legends Live Auction, which was really funny. I think that was the last video I did on my channel. Come on, you crappy polybag. There you go. So in this book, it says meet hardtack, a little bit of Brutus, a little bit of Dynamite. So it's kind of like, what I said on the show. It's like, Flash has Reverse Flash, Superman has Bizarro. Well, Hardtack is his name. He's going to roll up against Sweet Pea. Now, the 2 books Big Bear threw in for me. This is amazing because these are items that I can mark off on the 2017 list. On my 2017 want list, I showed 10 books, 10 single issues, then I talked about 5 series that I was getting. And these books go to one of those series. And that is, let me get this out of here real quick. This is so fun. I'm going to show you all this. This is awesome. Alright. I'll leave it in the bag. Oh, he's got little tabs on it. Yeah, he must have been reading these because he knows these are good reads. Alright, check this out. This was what I almost got a little teary-eyed on, because I was like, this is really freaking cool. Check that out. I got Freedom Fighters, man. Oh, that's fucking awesome. That's the kind of stuff you get, man, when you rolling with the Big Bear. Man, he must have watched my video or something, because I didn't let him know about this. So, well, I guess anyone that watches the video would know, but I got Freedom Fighters issue number 1. Beautiful freaking condition, too. Like this. I haven't looked at the back or opened it up, but this is an 8.0 to 9.0. My grading's all over, but beautiful book. Of course, it doesn't really matter. These are going into Mylars. These are my reading. This is my reading, man. This is my freaking reading right here. Look at that. Freedom Fighters. Freaking awesome. Human Bomb. Human Bomb, man. Uncle Sam. Phantom Lady. The Ray. No. Oh, and that's, I can't remember if it's Black or Blue Condor. But anyway, so freaking cool. And there's Doll Man, because Doll Man always rolls with them as well. Yeah, Black Condor. Okay, I'm finally seeing it on the... It actually has their stupid names right there. I just wasn't reading it. Freedom Fighters, man. Freaking cool. There's 2 issues prior to this issue. Of course, these are Charlton comic characters. Actually, if you go way back in time to Police Comics number 1 first appearance of Plastic Man. On the cover, it also has Human Bomb and Phantom Lady. That's their first appearance. That's a Golden Age book. Very pricey, beautiful restored version. Currently, I think it's still on eBay, but it's not worth what it's supposed to be worth. You know what I mean? I mean, it's the guy like made it too expensive, but like the price guide doesn't have it in there for that expensive, and plus it's restored, so probably won't get that copy. But beautiful book. Now, not only do I get #1, Freedom Fighters, #2 right there. Another beautiful copy of it as well. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful copy right here. Look at that. These are going to look really good in Mylar. So this bad guy has turned, it looks like, his pals into silver, like silver kind of statues. I mean, you can't beat this. And William Thorpe, I still see, look at that, Freedom Fighters. It's right there, #1. But damn, and now this series, I haven't done a lot of homework because my thing was I'm going to get the Justice League of Americas, where the Freedom Fighters come from Earth X. They asked for the Justice League's help because in Earth X, the Nazis won the war in the Golden Age or whatnot. So they're trying to get the Justice League to come over there and help them out, stuff like that. So I want to get those 2 issues, and I'll probably end up getting, I don't know, that first one, maybe a reader copy like this, and a 1 graded copy. Or maybe I'll just say screw it and not get the graded ones, and just I'm going to have a short box all of Freedom Fighters, because after I get this run, I want to get I have 3 miniseries, three miniseries by Palmiotti and Justin Gray. So I want to get those. Well, actually, I already have those. It's Human Bomb, Phantom Lady, and Dollman, and the Array. They did those in the New 52 when that came out. But I want to get those, and they did their own run of Freedom Fighters as well. So I want to complete the original run, complete Palmiotti and Justin Gray's run, and then I'll be Freedom Fightered up, man. I mean, this is besides the animated DC comics, like my Batman Adventures Volume 2 is one I need to complete, and some more Justice League regular ones, I think I've already got on with it. But other than that, Freedom Fighters is my run that I want to complete. I want to do Freedom Fighters. So I'm really excited for these, man. Big Bear, thank you so much. Beautiful Popeye book, beautiful color, beautiful, all of these, man. I mean, beautiful books. Like I said, these are VS 8.0 candidates right here. This great quality, great condition. These are kind of like the VFs and higher, or whatever. I usually all my Commandees are usually in this kind of quality as well. These are just your classic reader books you read. And when I say reader copies, I'm not saying like low grade bullshit 4s. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying reader copies as in you read these, you bag them in Mylar. And I guess I don't even want to say reader copies because these are going to be my only copies. So Big Bear, thank you so much for these books. Cannot freaking wait to read these. I'm super excited. You made my day, man. Thank you, Big Bear. Thank you very much. So damn, dude, fucking A, man. LP, if you were here, fucking A, man, fucking A. So Freedom Fighters and Popeye, so freaking cool. All right. Next up, I'm going to show you these 2. I didn't have these 2 before. They were on my pull, but I guess I missed them. It's Curse #3 by Boom Studios and Curse #4. This was a werewolf story that was very good, and it was about a dad that was trying to help his son. His son had cancer or something, so it was just a great story. So I need to go back, read 1 and 2, then I got 3 and 4 of that. These came out in 2014, so like I said, I hadn't thought about it, those books, but then I found them. I found 1 and 2 in one of my random long boxes of books I haven't cataloged or When I say catalog, I mean just kind of put them in order and put them into the computer. So let's check the comments again real quick. I don't want to go too long tonight, but I tell you what, man, Big Bear, that's amazing. And again, I thank you so much, man. Let's go over some of the folks in here that I haven't talked about. Again, Maverick Freelance is here. Our good friend from the comic board, JT, is here saying hey to another good friend of ours. Funk Off is here. Funk Off, he's a huge Funko fan. You're going to like this next box I got to unbox here in a minute. Trilogy's Comic Corner, that's a nice book. JT, Popeye the Sailor Man, he lived in a garbage can. He turned up his heater, he blew up the wiener. That's Popeye the Sailor Man. Boop, boop. Nice books. Kelly Weir, awesome guy. Kelly, man, I'm sorry you didn't win the Blaster Stash contest to Santa Who, but we're still glad you're here. My dad gave me all his Popeyes, man. Stuff is amazing. Monk's Den is here. Monk, it is good to see you, sir. William Thord, Mr. Contender. Kevin is here. Kevin, I'm glad to see you here. Yeah, man, some people get those old books, which are great and all, but they think they got a damn Action Comics 1 and they overprice it like crazy. That's right. Maverick, Police Comics #1. Granted, it's a golden age book, and it is a piece of history. I mean, it's Police Comics #1, first issue. You get Plastic Man. You get a lot of these characters that would, that would become Charlton characters and all that. But yeah, they want to raise the price, and it was a restored 8.0 copy. I have no problems with restored because my Wiz Comics #2 is restored. I've got another restored Wiz 25. I mean, restored comics are beautiful. They're well taken care of. They're well preserved. They just look immaculate. But man, this Police Comics, now sure enough, it was beautiful and all, but it was about $3,000 too fucking expensive. That's for damn sure. William Thord, checking to see if I have it. It's the fight. Is that fighting Yank in the top hat? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Fluffy Unicorn is here. Thank you, Fluffy. Fluffy's new school, 0 subs. Doesn't have a lot of, no subscribers, but a good watcher. Watches some of the videos from time to time. And yeah, my goal for the year is Daredevil 12-cent run. All the Daredevil 12 centers. And Spaceboy Jordan had some beautiful Silver Age he was showing today. Had that Cap and Iron Man. I think it was a Tales from Suspense or something like that. Very good book. And William Thorpe's trying to get all the Red Lanterns before I start to read them. So yeah, the Red Lantern series started at New 52. I don't remember if it was how many they did, but man, it was so good. Let me open up this box here. And I don't have my knife. This is from Entertainment Earth. A lot of pop culture toys and collectibles. So here's Entertainment Earth. I asked Mike, Spectacular Spider Grandpa, in our chats and stuff, what is a good place to order some Funkos online that, won't break the budget or whatnot. And he recommended Entertainment Earth. And Mike knows so much about Funko Pops. I really trust his judgment on all that stuff. And my good friend Jeremy Trinity, he also knows a lot about Funkos too. So Mike and Jeremy, every day, and I have to put my phone on snooze notifications because they get so hyped up about stuff. I have to keep them muted because otherwise they're always vibrating in my pants. That's what she said. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. All right, well packaged. Nice packaging papers. Ooh, they got a catalog too. Cool. Little catalog in there, so I'll check that out. That'll be bedtime material, reading material. Okay, got my invoice there. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All of them are in here. Check these bad boys out, man. Look at that. The Batman Adventures line Funko Popped. Isn't that so sweet? Look at the interior of the cape. It's like a blue, purpley blue color. Very awesome. You can kind of see the background. It has a background in there as well. I don't know what that background is there. Joined today. Some kind of Legends of Collectibles. I don't know if that's just like an insert in there or what, but We'll leave it in there. That's that one there. Next up, it has one of them in there too. This is Batman the Animated Series, The Robin, in his Batman the Animated uniform there. Very cool. And I've got my pop protectors. I'll be putting those bad boys in. Let's see, 152, 153. Let's pull out 154. Ooh, Barbara Gordon. That girl. Look at that. Ain't that good? That's good paint jobs right there. That girl. That right there. And 155. Look at that. Wouldn't it be cool to get Mark Hamill to sign that one? Batman Animated Series, The Joker. Holding a playing card up. Very cool. Put him right there. And with what's the Joker without old Arlene? Was it Arlene Sorkin who did her voice? She was in Days of Our Lives. Can't remember. She played Penelope in Days of Our Lives. I can't remember, but she was this girl. She also played opposite that Uncle Joey. They had a little America's Funniest. It was kind of like America's Funniest Home Videos. It was like America's Talent Contest or something. But that girl, the blonde-haired chick from Days of Our Lives, I think her name was Arlene Sorkin. She was the original voice for Harley Quinn. I know this because Paul Dini got the idea of the Harley Quinn thing because that girl, whatever her freaking name of, maybe it was a C. I don't know if any of y'all are Days of Our Lives fans, but there's a guy named Q. He's a guy that played in Star Trek Next Generation. His name is Q. Well, that guy was in Days of Our Lives. He was married to this blonde-haired girl in the show. And I watched this because my grandmother and my babysitter watched it, and I had to sit in the playpen while I watched Days of Our Lives. So, whatever. Anyway, that actress was married to that guy named Q, or the dude from the Star Trek show. So I remember that actor and actress, and she had this quirky voice about her. She had a dream scene where she was in a Harley Quinn outfit. So Paul Dini remembered that, and when they created the Harley Quinn character, they got Arlene Sorkin to do the voice of the Harley Quinn character. Classic, man. It's classic. And I hope I got her name right. I believe it's Arlene Sorkin. If not, it's you can look it up, whatever. And Pamela Isley. Check that out. Man, doesn't that look good? I know William Thorne loves those villains. So I got 6 pops. And you know what? I'm not a guy that gets I'm not a guy that gets pops much anymore. I started off big about 2014. I did get a lot of pops. I was on a run to having a lot of pops. But the thing is, I just don't have any room. So I quit collecting them, and I'm kind of mad I quit collecting pops for a while because there was some I missed out on, like the Universal Classic Monsters. I missed out on some of those. I guess the newest ones I had bought were from the Sesame Street line because I'm a big Sesame Street fan as well. But those pops are awesome. We'll be putting those in some pop protectors tonight. Man, those look good. Awesome pops. So again, I'm going to check the comments. Everyone's just having a great time. So, oh, that run is so sweet. Yeah, I like that Freedom Fighters. Or is it the Green? Oh, the Red Lanterns run. Yeah, I don't have any of the Red Lanterns books. I mean, it's probably a run I should have got. Yeah, 40, 0, and 1, so maybe 41 or so. But yeah, man, Thor, get that run because that's what it's all about, man. Atrocitus, and Guy Gardner puts on the red ring. Supergirl at a time puts on the red ring as well. I also have most of the Red Lanterns, and Maverick Freelance, he has most of them. He loves it. That's one good thing about the new 52. A lot of the titles would be easy to collect, the complete run or volume. I mean, because, a lot of the web stores still have a lot of those. And you can find lots on eBay for pretty cheap as well, like a whole lot of the Red Lantern books. And they won't break the bank like some of them Fantastic Four Silver Ages that I was doing. So again, I just want to thank everyone so much for coming out. And William Ford, hopefully, when they do Batman animated series pops, like second series pops with some more, hopefully they'll add Penguin in there and maybe some other ones like that. Maybe a gray or a greenish Killer Croc or a Mad Hatter. Or I would really love to see the ventriloquist and the Scarface dummy. That would be really cool as well. Just any of that stuff would be awesome to have. So thank y'all so much again for watching the show. If you didn't know, at the very beginning, I kind of talked about some of the comics I was reading, and I was reading Agent Orange from the Jeff Johns, original Jeff Johns run. I talked about these 3 books, issue 39, issue 40, and issue 41. A great run to have in any collection. I actually have this full run, and I have all the Blackest Night books, just cover A's of Blackest Night. Just can't wait to get into those. I've got all the New 52 Green Lantern and all of the Rebirth Green Lantern, or shall I say Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. New 52 Green Lantern Corps mainly focused with John Stewart and Kilowog. I didn't really get into that series as much, although they did have quite a few crossovers. But I just didn't really get into that one as much. I'm more of a Hal Jordan kind of guy. But I really dig Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps because you do get some Guy Gardner, some John Stewart, and most recently you get some Kyle Rayner's back in action. So you get a little bit of everything. And plus, they got their other book, Green Lanterns, that has Simon Boz and Jessica Cruz, which is just 2 excellent additions to the Earth, Sector 2814, if you will. Great additions to that whole thing. So definitely, if you haven't read any Green Lanterns, check them out in Rebirth. They're very good. You get Trinity Comics, aka Jeremy from Blaster Session. He's always talking about it and pumping them up. And slowly but surely, the Lanterns, I think, are becoming his favorite in DC, which is hard because he's a big Batman fan, so he really likes that. But fans, again, thank you so much for watching The Great Legend Show. Don't forget to watch us and catch us live on Blaster Stash It with Huey's Comic Hideouts, Spectacular Spider Grandpa, Midwest Comic Man, Trinity's Comics, and yours truly, The Great Legend. This is The Great Legend, everybody, saying peace out. God bless.